today it's not going to be the day when we're enlightened about the subject. Today is the day when we're doing these little, you know, alterations.
Yeah.
Which then you end up the day and you really feel like you haven't done much. My name is Maria. I'm a visual artist from Warsaw, but I live between Warsaw and Barcelona.
And I'm Alex, and I'm a filmmaker from Spain.
And we are here to work on post-production of our film UTKANE about a Polish textile artist, Krystyna Wojtyna-Drouet. Krystyna Wojtyna-Drouet is a 99-year-old Polish textile artist, and she was a prominent figure of the Polish School of Textiles.
So it's a portrait of this artist in her day-to-day life, which is also interweaved with poetry, archives of her past, textiles.
This will be a bit poetic, but making this film, we kind of approached it the way maybe Krystyna would approach her textile. It really felt like we're weaving stories that maybe wouldn't connect together otherwise. So it was like a beautiful metaphor to our work here.
So this was kind of like our motto in the edit, and this idea of like interweaving different layers of this personality that contains like any personality, but this one specifically. One of the ideas we had when we came here was to work on this edit as a textile. We're pretty satisfied with what we have now, because we do feel like it's doing that, like it's a lot of different layers kind of
meeting together.
Yeah, meeting and kind of speaking to each other.
10 years ago, I met Krystyna in Warsaw. I was researching textile arts in Poland as a whole, and I was looking for people that could tell me more stories or were part of the Polish School of Textiles. Quite randomly, I found out that she's still alive and that she's able to tell the tale, not only about her, but also about very prominent figures in that circle.
We filmed the first images of this project a year ago, and we were spending time in her studio every day, filming her daily routine, which basically is weaving most of the time, also doing activities like going to the gym, etc., etc. When we arrived here, we had the time and space to delve into the film properly. And basically what we're doing here is editing the film. We started with an idea of it being a short film, and we ended up with a 40-minute edit of it. So yeah, it was like the perfect setting to spend the time, have the space to just go into this routine of editing every day and going through the ups and downs of that process. Șona was very nice for us because it allowed us to have a space to delve deep into the work, and through a very established routine that allowed us to work on it properly.
We arrived in winter time, and we were also able to see the whole landscape change from winter to spring, and I think it also had an effect on how we were working. Initially we just delved very deep into gathering all the material together, looking at the footage, looking at the sound. The winter time specifically was very helpful in that sense, that we just kind of were forced to really lock ourselves up. But also very quickly, I'd say, we started exploring the area, and we started connecting with the locals here. When we entered, we just kind of met people, but now leaving, it feels more as if we already know each other. We say hello to each other and have a longer chat.
The uniqueness of this residency is the fact that nothing's really asked from you other than being here and working on your process in whichever form. It's a liberating thing in the sense that you don't have to end up with an end product, but at the same time, in our case, we did want to come out of here with an end product. We were obviously free to do as we wanted, and no one imposed on us a certain kind of way of doing. So it's nice, this balance between being free to do whatever we want to do, and at the same time having like a self-imposed kind of deadline or discipline.
Discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also that we were in a very specific point of our work. These conditions were needed for that.
Yeah.
And this residency provided exactly what we were in need of to complete this project. Us and Nora, we have very different practices. To be able to exchange these knowledges and ultimately talk about them during lunches, dinners, breakfasts, it was very enriching. Not to our work life, but just life, you know, as a general. Also, like, we are not from here, so this was a way for us to know more about Romania, to learn about Romania.
Yeah, she's very good at history, so she really explained us a lot about this country and specifically things that we were interested in knowing historically,
politically.
Yeah, she really gave us some good background.
So she was like our first window into
the space,
into Romania, for sure. It's very beautiful how maybe initially we didn't share the same humor, being from different parts of the world, and now we really like laugh at the same things, you know, we understand each other better. I think it's a beautiful connection of different worlds, you know, because we're all from different countries. Many people, when they hear artistic residency, they imagine like these sparks of creativity. And I think for us, it was a very different experience because it also was interwoven, like these moments of inspiration with moments of boredom, but we still went with this discipline every day to just understand, wow, okay, today it's not going to be the day when we're enlightened about this subject. Today is the day when we're doing these little, you know, alterations, which then you end up the day and you really feel like you haven't done much. But after 2 weeks, you're like, okay, we actually, wow, we're getting somewhere, you know. We had these moments when we're like, okay, this is not going anywhere.
Like,
and then the next day it would be like, oh, we went somewhere.
Small victories and then trying to keep them. There's definitely some ups and downs in the whole process and moments of belief and magic. And last week of the residency, we finally arrived to the moment of catharsis. We found the voice of this film and we're happy to take it to the next stage.